J.Capers throws the jump ball skyward, and a meeting between Jarrett Allen and Poeltl. Misfires there on a deep one. And here's Harden. A size advantage against Jamal Shead. Post up, turnaround, 3 for 3 to start the game with the Cavaliers. And took it to the rim off the pass by Poeltl, the big man who played collegiately in Utah from Austria. There's a nice floater. With 18 turnovers, Cleveland had 17. Harden with the drive, they turn the ball over. Drive and dish, and Wade wasn't all the way down in the corner to receive the pass. 4-3, Harden, no. Barnes keeps it alive, Poeltl controls it.
He studied some of Bradley Beal's games with Washington. Beal made a couple of all-star games playing alongside John Wall, operating both on and off the ball. Mitchell told me it's still a work in progress, but that, as you might guess, made a couple of all-star games playing alongside John Wall, operating both on and off the ball. Mitchell told me it's still a work in progress.
And then Toronto threw it away in transition. Murray Boyles couldn't hang on to it. Offensive foul is called on James Harden. The call made by N.Buchert. And then Toronto threw it away in transition. Murray Boyles couldn't hang on to it. Offensive foul is called on James Harden. The call made by N.Buchert. Board Saturday, but also 5 fouls. Was in foul trouble in his 20 minutes. And here's a bulldozer of a drive to the basket by James Harden, bumping off bodies and finishing through contact.
Well, the possession prior, totally sold out to go get the ball out of Brandon Ingram's hands, and they're just daring other people to beat him.
Oh, and Mobley. This time to kick out. Tyson drives, poked away. Toronto in the open court. It's Barrett. He's got Murray Boyles running with him. Blocked out of bounds by Cleveland. Off a turnover. Cleveland's James Harden. Contested 3. And too much of a contest. Not much at all. But they did look at it in the replay center tonight with Natalie Sego and Pat Frayer there, who moved into 13th in NBA history in playoff scoring on Saturday. He passed Larry Bird on that list.
James Harden, but I'm 10 years in the TV. This dude has been doing it forever. He's had a remarkable career. He is just in the lane, and he closed out a good 10 feet short, just daring Murray Boyles to shoot it.
And there's a floater. Flotation device activated. James Harden.
Wants to see the Toronto Raptors play with.
Oh, ambitious pass. Jarrett Allen saving. Went to Scotty Barnes. Wade hesitated. Delivered it to Harden. Harden so good in low post situations, and he drills it.
Then on mid-range jumpers, 5th in the NBA.
Wow, Harden no good on a 3. Oh, it is good. Whoa! That is pillow soft touch for James Harden.
Is so in the gaps on so many of these Toronto Raptors players. There's just nowhere to go.
And Harden on the dance floor again, but he's wide left on that shot. The hustle of second chance points. Already 11 second chance points for the Raptors tonight. They had 10 in the duration of game 1. Out by the logo. Harden burst into action. Going to take it inside, and he lost the ball against Barnes. And Brandon Ingram. The dish to Shead, a heave and a miss, but there's Barrett with
that defense, and that's made a world of difference here for the Toronto Raptors offense.
And until it wasn't on the James Harden 3, Ingram there for the rebounds. A little bit off target, Murray Boyles.
Oh boy.
And then Barnes lost the outlet pass, and it's picked up by Harden, and it's driven and scooped to the hoop. A little bit off target. Murray Boyles.
Oh boy.
And then Barnes lost the outlet pass, and it's picked up by Harden, and it's driven and scooped to the hoop. He is fancy on the finish as the handles.
That's a turnover that Scotty Barnes cannot make. And look at the way Evan Mobley is impacting this game at the rim.
I mean, these playoff games are played at such a level of intensity, Robbie. Sometimes you've got to go involve yourself, as Harden does exactly that. Drills a 3-pointer
all season long. But he's absolutely right in that he's got to be assertive. Dean Wade, active hands, and now Cleveland off and running.
They have numbers, and Harden from long range almost banked it in. 4 bites of the apple, and Cleveland's offense just too good to give them that much.
But he has gotten to the paint and made plays for others.
And here's Barnes done with ill intentions and denied by Jarrett Allen. And the rookie from South Carolina started the 3rd quarter as the 5. That's not uncharted waters for Toronto.
No.
They did that this season. Open look, Jalen Tyson. Show and go. Gave it to R.J. Barrett. Barrett with a hand defensively reaching in as he drives baseline. And this has all happened. Keep in mind, Toronto has 20 turnovers tonight as well. Max Strus, one of his best looks of the night, and he cashes in. The talisman for the Raptors, who averaged over 21 points per game in the regular season, having a rough go. Harden to the basket.
How about the hesitation there?
Low clock. Harden. And the step back near the sideline. Glances off the rim. Shead's got it.
Boy, looking up. Got one.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Too early to take the air out of the ball. And here is Harden. And obviously, as we said earlier, one of the best. It was a wicked game that Scotty Barnes just played. And the foul was called. And Harden, he did not convert all three when he was fouled on a three in the first half as well during the season. And, of course, still going there a lot at this stage of his career. 8 free throws attempted per game. Individuals around him better.
But think about what's the one thing he has not accomplished. It's winning the whole thing. Brandon Ingram has struggled. R.J. Barrett's gotten it going. Scotty Barnes, a real bounce-back game, too, for him.
Driving to the basket, Mamukelashvili turned away inside.
Quarters passes are not easy right there. It's not an easy look, big to big.
Barrett the wrap around, and Colin Murray Boyles is fouled hard on the Cleveland Cavaliers as a franchise have won the last 12 playoff games they've played against the Detroit Pistons.
Certainly have some questions to answer as you go back for game 3, go back home, but to win this game, Mark, and it's still going to come up a little bit short.
But 3 players accounting for the lower win total this year of 52 after 64 last year. But this was one of the top 5 teams in the league from the turn of the calendar to 2026 on. Maybe 29.
We kind of talked about this earlier in the fourth quarter. He is playing like a guy that is determined to get a ring.
17 years in the NBA, 17 years in the playoffs. But has it been to the top of the mountain?